episode of Box Office Mondays, man, where we check out the latest box office news and yeah, man, check out the top 10, check out the worldwide as far as I can, check out which ones made bank at worldwide, and yeah, just get into it, man. After that, we're gonna check out some film news, some general film news. But yeah, man, starting off with the box office. Um, a movie that slid down a bit, slid down three places. It's Beetlejuice uh was number seven last week, and today it's at number 10. Yeah, man, it's at number 10. Made $2 million, $2,085,000. A 33% drop off. I don't usually read the percentages, but yeah, Beetlejuice has a 33% drop off, and it has made 445 million internationally, 292 in America, 153 million in overseas markets, and worldwide, for a worldwide cum of 445 million, man, which is, yeah, man, that's kind of amazing for for a member Berry film. But I guess member like films, films they have been hit or miss. You know, films based on previous um, films, sequels, prequels, and yeah, this is a sequel. And yeah, man, and a new entry takes over the number 9 spot, man. Singham again, for $2,190,000, which is quite cool, man. I think this is the first of three Indian films which are making bank. Obviously, America has a lot of very successful Indian people, I might add. A lot of Indian people. It has a huge Indian thing. It has a huge Indian diaspora. I don't know what you call it, but like a huge Indian community. And yeah, man, they are like per capita or per race, they are above and beyond. I think they and the Korean people or Asian people in general, like Indians don't really like to cast themselves as Asian, but they are Asian. So Asian people basically rule America in their demographic. In terms of financial per capita, in terms of demographics, Indians, Asians, hey, they dominate, man. It's not even close. It is not even close. So yeah, sing them again, which is at number 9, and at number 8, it's another Indian film, man. Bulbulia, or if you wanna translate that, I did some information. I did some digging. I did a bit of prep today. It translates into The Labyrinth Part 3. It's a horror. It's a horror mystery film, a horror comedy film. Hey man, time for the mosquitoes and the flies where I live in. Um, it's a horror comedy film, and it seems that these films have only been released in America. I think they're doing what American films usually do. They release it in international markets first, and then they release in their own local markets. But yeah, it's made 2,222,230,000 dollars, man. Yeah, that's a good start for a film that wasn't like as widely advertised as, for example, the next number 7 film, which is Terrifier 3, which only slid down one spot for a massive. It's doing very well, man. It is doing very well in terms of holding on, and it's made 3,227,000, almost a full million more than the debut of Bulbulia. And this thing, it's it's doing amazing, man. It is doing amazing. Um, for I think it's got a worldwide cum of $63 million, man, off of a $2 million budget, off of very little advertising. It is basically one through word of mouth. So I just think that's quite amazing, man. Yeah, obviously part 4 is gonna happen now, and as I said, I predicted this. Even before it came out on the box office, I kind of predicted that it would do. I predicted that if this movie did well, we have a new franchise on our hands, man. And even if I said I caveated it by saying that even if this film doesn't do well, it's a cult classic. Um, it's very funny in spaces, very gruesome. But yeah, man. If you like the old school Saw films and that was your vibe, this is definitely gonna be your vibe as well. So I think that it's kind of tapped into that market as well, man. So obviously the last Saw film did well as well by going back to its roots, and this film it doubles down on what the old Saw movies did, man. And yeah, let me stop ranting about that. Um, we live in time at number six. It slid down from number five, and yeah, the romantic comedy film. It just made $18 million thus far, 17 million domestic. It's made 3,474,3,474,000 this weekend, which is awesome, man. It was awesome. Like I'm saying, man, these romantic comedies making a comeback, bro. Like I think the world is in need of love and laughter and light these days, and that's why Terrifier 3 might be a horror film, but it's very funny. I have to give it that. It's a very funny series of films. Obviously with the main character being a clown and all. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to the number five spot, which is Here. And Here is here with $5 million on the dot for its opening weekend. Obviously, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan star in this. It's I think Robert Zemeckis directed this as well. I'm not quite sure. Um, but I think people are like, this is a thing. Yeah, he directed it as well. It's a, it's a, what do you call it? It's a Forrest Gump reunion, man. I can't remember if Meg Ryan was in Forrest Gump. Uh, let's just check it out. Anyway, I'm sorry, some technical issues, people, but yeah, man, Robert Zemeckis, old school filmmaker, probably in terms of his legacy, closer to. Oh, sorry, man, Robin Wright. I got it wrong. It is, yeah, that was Robin Wright, not Meg Ryan. I don't know. They don't look the same, but the hair styles, they confuse me. Anyway, man, it's got some mixed reviews. Of a budget of 50 million, it's made $5 million in its opening weekend, man. So yeah. Number four, Conclave, man. Conclave debuted at number four and it's held on at number four basically. It's not slipping. Uh, Conclave is yeah, man. Conclave. I kind of watched the movie. It's okay. I kind of feel it takes itself more important than it is. Like I don't know, man. The book is probably better. I don't know. I never read the book, but yeah. Conclave comes in at number four. It holds on for $5.3 million, man. And another film that is holding on quite well is Smile 2, man. Smile 2, it's fighting. It's its third weekend at the box office. It's made over $109 million worldwide. I think it only had like a budget of this thing, $20 million, if I'm not correct, 20 and $25 million. So it's already a smash, man. We're probably gonna get part three. It might even reach, if it reaches anywhere near its predecessor, which made like what 200 and something million. Yeah, that would be quite great for Parker Finn, man, who directed and wrote Smile 2, based off his original short film. Um, what the hell was the short film's name again? Um, Laura hasn't slept. Yeah, man. So Parker Finn, man, he's doing the things. He's doing the things. The previous one made $217 million. This one is already on $109 million on its third weekend, and it should probably be. It should come close to that by the time it ends its run at the box office. At number three, a film that won't stop, can't stop. It's sorry. Smile 2 made 686,800,000 man in its third weekend, which is quite good. Yo, man, oh my God, please just yeah. Film that won't stop, can't stop. Is The Wild Robot, man. It made more in its sixth weekend than it did in its fifth weekend, man. It was number three last weekend. It's back at number two. It's The Wild Robot is fighting, man. The Wild Robot is fighting, and obviously it's a great kid movie. Like if you want to take the kids out for the weekend, and there's nothing else to do, and you're like, hey, The Wild Robot is out. Let's go watch that. It's a great family film. So yeah, man. Let's check out how much it made. It's made $269 million, man, which is also quite amazing, bro. Yeah, and the international. It's made more internationally, but only by a minimal fraction. Like it's made 121 million in the US, 147 million overseas for 269 million cube. And I'm trying to remember the budget, but I cannot. So I'm just gonna Google that real quick. Oh man, it's mad good reviews. Um, I kind of messed up the editing on that. I should have done the video, but I messed up the editing. 16, $17 million is not bad, man. It is not bad. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah, man. Wild Robot has done well. $7.75 million in its sixth weekend, man. I think that the first weekend only made like 20 something $1 million for the sixth weekend to be this strong. This movie has some legs, man. It has some legs, and it's lost like over 200 theaters, and it's made more money in fewer theaters. This film is doing amazing, man. Like I just kind of wish like the Transformers is not even in the top 40, man. I can't. Is it? Yeah, man. I can't see Transformers even in the top 40. Um, Probably have to search for it. But at number one again and again, is Venom: The Last Dance. In its second weekend, it's made $26 million, plus a little 100,000 for a worldwide cume of 317. It's doing amazing at the box office. It is doing really well, man. It is doing fantastically well. And yeah, shit, man. You can say what you want. Venom is what I said. It's an old school. It's very much an old school movie. Entertainment galore. It focuses on entertainment first. Forget the rest, and it does that pretty well, man. So yeah, it's made $90 million in America. It has made $227 million overseas for a worldwide cume of $317 million. It is doing very well, man, and I see it actually doing much better than this thing. I see it doing much better than it's okay, not much better, close to its sequel, man. Venom Part Two, Let There Be Carnage. Um, I can't remember. Like, oh man, I should easily remember these stats, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know, man. Because even my computer is telling me you visit this often. No, it's huh? Wait, why is it showing me the last dance? I'm trying to see Let There Be Carnage, man. Let There Be Carnage made 506. Venom is Venom probably has a lot of legs, man. It's only in its second weekend. It made 300 million. It might just, it, uh, you know what I'm gonna call it. And if it doesn't happen, so be it, man. But I'm gonna call it right now. Venom, Last Dance is gonna make more money than this thing, and it's not gonna be the last film, man. Like, why would Sony get rid of one of the only films that has been one of the only films in its Spider-Man property besides Spider-Man of himself that has made bank off a minimal budget? Because Venom might be you might look at Venom as a big budget film, but compared to the rest of the films, it is not. It is absolutely not, man. Let's take a look at an upcoming film that's coming up. I don't know when it's coming out. Probably next weekend. Um, Red One has a budget of 257 million, which is crazy. I don't think okay. Let me say that I don't know if it's gonna make the bank. I don't know if it's gonna make bank, man. I don't know. It's gonna have to be a very good film because if not very good, it's gonna have to be very entertaining. And yeah, man, Jay Kasdan directs this. He did a good job in the previous two Jumanji films, so let's just hope he does well with this, man. But yeah, man, I think the Venom template is the way to go, man, for big films like big feature films. And even though the Spider-Man films have made bank, they everything pointed towards Spider-Man being successful. And yeah, man, I feel that this should be the template for how they make their movies. Don't do the $200 million thing, do the $100 million thing, and try and make it as good as possible within that range. And don't even try spending less on the advertising because these films kind of advertise themselves. Like, who didn't know that Venom was coming out? I probably saw like one or two adverts and I knew it was coming out, even though a lot of videos were showing, a lot of ads were popping up on YouTube about Venom the Last Dance, like for anything. Yes, I don't have YouTube Premium, but anyway, like a lot of ads were coming out showing Venom the Last Dance, man. And I just kind of feel that this should be the template. I know Booster Gold is coming out soon, and okay, not soon, but it's going to be in production soon. But I kind of feel if they use that kind of film and unknown property, give it $100 million, let it find its audience, and then probably on the part two, give it 150 in the part three, then you can go crazy. But Venom and what Sony did with Venom, it should be part of the template. It's very good, and I love it, man. May it long continue. Venom will probably have a part four, and yeah, I doubt that's the last we're gonna see of that, man. Anyway, as I said, I'm gonna try and introduce more, around the world box office results. Um, uh, the Chinese box office is what I'm gonna be talking about today. Um, Obviously, we know that Venom is doing well overseas, and Venom is number one in China as well, man. And a film I'm actually looking forward to, Cesium Fallout, is coming out in this thing. It's coming out. I don't know when it's gonna be coming to international markets, but it only came out in number two. Sorry, people. I thought I had someone lost the dog's leash, so for every person that just goes past there or who the dog is not familiar with, it's gonna bark at them like crazy, man. I don't know what is up with this dog. Oh, man, it's giving me hell. But anyway, as I said, Cesium Fallout is number two in the Chinese box office, man. And actually, Venom was number one in China as well last week. But if I can just get a proper list, then I can check out. Okay, I can't get a proper list. Okay, man. But anyway, let's just try and read through this article. Venom the Last Dance held top spot at the mainland Chinese box office for the second consecutive weekend. It beat newly released Andy Lau thriller, Andy Lau starring thriller Cesium Fallout. Andy Lau is making a lot of movies, man. I think this is the second movie or his third movie this year. And I know that the other one he released made a lot of money. It where is okay. Um yeah. Uh Venom the Last Dance earned RMB 104, probably that's the Chinese currency, which is probably yen. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, I should. I know I'm sounding very ignorant right now, but I don't know. So I will learn. I will learn about that. I know Korean. Obviously, I'm a big Korean fan, Korean film fan. So I know that it's won in Korea, and I usually watch very old. Besides, what's that film that came out? Moonfall, or is it to the moon? Moon something about the moon. That was the last great Chinese film that I watched. So yeah, I'm not really that clued up on what the currency is. Venom: The Last Dance earned $14.6 million over the weekend, according to data from consultancy service Artisan Gateway. That is more than 50% lower in its debut weekend, and it lifts the film to 100. To 70 million after 12 days on release. Uh, the pace is very similar to Alien Romulus in China, and you could see Venom among the top three Hollywood films in China this year. Opening in second place, Season Fallout earned $9.8 million in its opening weekend. Produced through Hong Kong's Edco Films, starring Hong Kongers Andy Lau and Karen Mok. The film, previously titled Burning City and Fallout, is both as China's first nuclear radiation disaster film. It was directed by Anthony Pun, with Alibaba handling the Chinese release. And The Unseen Sister, the mystery drama film that is the first mainland um, China commercial effort from Myanmar-born, Taiwan-based director Midi Z. It earned $3.5 million on the second weekend for a 9-day cumulative of $18.5 million. The film also played in competition in the Tokyo International Film Festival this past weekend. And yeah, man, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the fourth Harry Potter film to be released in as many weekends, followed closely behind. It earned $3.4 million, and giant screen provider IMAX said that it made $700,000 from its screenings in IMAX theaters. Chinese horror film Yuan Lo, Yuan Yang Lo took fifth place over the weekend, directed by Wang Shenghe. The film earned $2.8 million in its opening weekend. Artisan Gateway reported that nationwide box office came in at $43 million. That is the year-to-date total of $5.45 billion, or 21% below 2023 levels for Chinese box office. So Chinese box office is huge, man, and that's why a lot of Chinese stars probably feel they don't have to transition to the American box office, because the Chinese box office is huge, and the big stars where they're from in their homeland. So yeah, man, why rather be a villain in someone else's land than be when you can be a ruler in yours? So yeah, man. Yo, Andy Lau has been acting for time. Andy Lau has been acting for a long, long time. Yeah, this is Andy Lau's second film. Season 4 is Andy Lau's second film this year. And oh shit, the first one he made is Crisis Negotiators. I'm probably gonna watch that later, even though I should be watching the Indonesian film that I said I'd watch. May the Devil Take You too. You know what I'm saying? May the Devil Take You. That's part one, not part two. so I can't watch part one. Yeah, the Indonesian film, as I said, Indonesian film, which is it's directed by the guy who's gonna be directing Nobody Part Two. Um, if you haven't seen, actually, I should make a video about that. Yo, man, I don't know what is up with me and these videos and my editing equipment messing up. Oh, yo. Anyway, man, I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna maintain. Let's check out some other film news today. Um, okay, let's check out some other film news, man. Uh, Marlon Wayans has announced thing. Marlon Wayans has announced this thing, a new scary movie film, man. Marlon Wayans, obviously, ever since he made Haunted House, is it Haunted House? Yeah, man. Ever since he made Haunted House, he has been on the comeback trail. Um, yeah, man. Like he has been on the comeback trail, and he's been fighting, man. He's been fighting. Like his career compared to the other people, like Keenan Wayans has been mostly not Keenan, man. Damon Wayans has been mostly doing television, and obviously they say television is where it's at, but Marlon's going for the starter, man, and I kind of feel like if he does that, if he transitions to television at any time, that he can leverage his stardom to negotiate a big contract because he's been on the tear, especially with how well received his stand-up comedy. Not the last one that came out, the one before that. That one was brilliantly received. So yeah, man, he's fighting. He's fighting. Yeah, they said that the Wayans brothers are out with a spooky new announcement right in time for Halloween. Um, Actor, comedian, and director Marlon Wayans announced on Thursday that the Wayans brothers are coming back to the scary movie franchise with a brand new reboot. And to be honest, man, with all the like I said this the other day, with all the films that have been happening, with all that's happening in the world, we kind of need something like that, man. I was hoping that they would anyone would make a spoof movie of these times that we're in, man. In terms of Marvel Universe's multiverse saga, which has been dragging and has not been great. Deadpool did that brilliantly. Deadpool and Wolverine did that brilliantly as a film, but I kind of feel we need something that's more, you know, Deadpool and Wolverine was a very good dramatic film, but I feel we just need something like pure comedy, something that it does not take itself seriously at all, that just spoofs everything in terms of the movies that are coming out, the horror movies that are coming out, the times that we're in today, the whole Donald Trump thing, the whole election thing, the, all the wars that's happening, make fun of Putin, man. Make fun of all of these things. Like we just need something and something to laugh at, man. Something to collectively just laugh at and take the edge off, man. Because these times feel tough, man. I'm not gonna lie, these times feel tough. What the young niggas, man. Like, I'm not someone who's a group that has actually been doing well has been RDC, and yeah, man. Um, They should also be making fun of how unserious Hollywood takes black people and how badly black people are being treated in Hollywood, man. In terms of, they could have just introduced another T'Challa from another timeline, but they didn't. Instead, they let us pay for the funeral. They let us see this man get buried and let us pay for it, man. Oh my God, yo, it's like all the black heroes are being taken from us, man. I know that even this guy, he may have made his mark as a villain in his movies, Jonathan Majors, but he's a great actor, man. I just hope his comeback goes well. So yeah, man. So I feel this is wonderful news with this thing with the Wayne's brothers announcing that they're bringing the scary movie franchise back, and it's being rebooted as well. So it's gonna be like just scary movie, And yeah, that's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be amazing. I just hope it's funny, and I hope it hits the mark, and I hope it makes bank. So yeah, I hope it puts on more newer black actors. Gives us more gives us more heroes, like how the SNL movie is doing for a lot of actors. Yes, a lot of actors, and yeah, man. So let's go back to the article. Actor, comedian, director, whatever. Okay, it says we're back. After nearly 20 years, the Wayans brothers are finally going to give the fans what they've been asking for: a return to the scary movie franchise. Uh, wrote Wayans in the post, which included a photo of Wayans and someone in a ghost face mask. Obviously, Ghostface is back in the Scream franchise. We're looking forward to having fun on the big screen again. And Ghostface is the reason why a scary movie was as big as it was, because Scream was a very out there movie, and yeah. But let me not say it, because Scary Movie it may have taken most of its plot, or whatever little plot there was. It may have taken most of its plot from the Scream franchise, but it really did its own thing, man. And it was very funny in terms of that. Uh, what's happening? Which puta de madre is busy here? Yo, man, these kids, yo, I forgot schools are closing soon, so people are going home early, acting a fool instead of focusing on their books. Oh yeah, man, let them live, let them be kids, let them enjoy themselves, just not disturb me with the bullshit. Miss me with all that, man. We're looking to having fun on the big screen again. The post continued. The movie will be an original script from the Wayans brothers, their first reunited project in 18 years, according to a release shared by a representative from Marlon Wayans. The famous comedy horror scary movie franchise was initially developed by Marlon Wayans, Shawn Wayans, and Keenan Ivory Wayans, with Marlon Wayans and Shawn Wayans writing and starring in the first two films, and Keenan Ivory Wayans directing. The franchise famously featured humorous parodies of established art franchises like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. The upcoming film will be the sixth film of the franchise, which debuted in 2000, and whose fifth and latest installment came out in 2013. The upcoming horror flick comes by way of Paramount Pictures and Miramax. Miramax. Yeah, man. So, yeah, yeah, man. Kids just making a noise. Anyway, focus. We can be more excited to be part of the new scary movie and work with each other again. This is a franchise we created for more than 20 years ago, said the Wayans brothers in a statement. We remember people laughing in the aisle and hope to see that happening again. We look forward to working with Jonathan Clickman and his team at the new Miramax to bring these laughs to theaters where they belong. It's a double reunion. The timing is perfect to bring back the series to the big screen, and we're lucky to have Keaton and Marlon Wayne's unique comedic vision, bringing it to audiences around the world, added Miramax CEO Jonathan Glickman. The first scary movie brought in over 227 million box office worldwide box office, according to By the Numbers. So yeah, man. Okay. Anyway, man. Yeah, couldn't be more excited to be part of this new. Oh, that's it. That is the article, people. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today, man. I'm not gonna be doing anything more with this, but I will try and stream later again. And yeah, hopefully that'll be awesome. So be cool, man. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful day. I hope all your dreams, wishes, and aspirations come true. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. Love yourself, most importantly, because if you can't, you cannot love someone else if you're not loving yourself. Well, and yeah, be considerate, be kind today. Pray, exercise. Delay the gratification. Try and do the right thing. if not by yourself, by others as well. If you can do both, that'll be amazing, man. So yeah, live, laugh, live, laugh. What? Eat, pray, love. No, no, that's the wrong one. Live, laugh, love. Yeah. So yeah, man. I don't have much to say right now. I'm just trying to get out of here because I don't want to be irritated by these noise-making kids who are supposed to be at school or studying for the next exam. But anyway, man, that'll be cool. Shout out. Enjoy yourselves. Peace. Tabs out.